So this past Sunday, Romeo Doubs came in with the extra opportunity with both Christian Watson and Sammy Watkins out and had probably his best game of his entire career in his young rookie career. Only his third game, but had 8 receptions, 70-ish yards, and his first touchdown of his career. And I came across this article this morning that sort of puts into perspective what Romeo Doubs has done through his first 3 games of the season as a later round draft pick, 4th round rookie who is performing at a very high level. And I want to take a look at this to sort of show what Romeo Doubs has done so far. And here we have an article from Acme Packing Company. They have lots of great articles over there by Justice. And here we have Packers wide receiver Romeo Doubs has done something only 2 others in NFL history can catch. The rookie receiver is on pace to be a massive steal for Green Bay. So 4th round pick, already playing very well. So here I want to come down to this. Historically, Doubs' 14 receptions, 137 yards, and touchdown line over his first 3 games as a professional is very rare. How rare? So rare that only 2 players in NFL history, Steve Largent and Marquise Colston, have recorded as many receptions, yards, and touchdowns as Doubs in their first 3 games after being drafted in the 4th round or later in the draft. Largent eventually developed into a 5-time All-Pro receiver and was named to the NFL's 100th anniversary all-time team, as well as the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Colston was never named a Pro Bowler, but is enshrined in the New Orleans Saints Hall of Fame and revolutionized the big slot position that players like the Packers' Allen Lazard now play. Your eyes are not deceiving you. Doubs is doing something special right now. After making plays throughout the summer, we're now seeing him hit a pace that has rarely been set by players drafted as late as he was taken in the 2022 draft. If he sticks to his averages from the first 3 weeks of the season, Doubs over a 17-game season would record 79 receptions for 776 yards and 6 touchdowns on the year. So we see right there just how productive Doubs has been for a 4th-round receiver. And we knew coming in this year, with Devontae Adams no longer here, with Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs both coming in. At first, I sort of thought Christian Watson would be the guy to come in here and get things done sooner just because of him being a 2nd-round pick, but he has dealt, unfortunately, with injuries. A knee injury in training camp, missed most of training camp, and then now, of course, dealing with a hamstring injury as well. So hopefully he's ready soon. But Romeo Doubs coming in has stayed healthy. He's been able to build that chemistry with Rodgers throughout training camp. He's coming here week 3 with Sammy Watkins down. I showed yesterday how many more snaps he had. I think he had a total of 56 or so snaps as opposed to only 25 in week 2. And so we saw him make the most of the opportunities he had here. And I feel like going forward with Sammy Watkins still on the injured reserve, at least for the next 3 games, Doubs is going to continue getting a lot more snaps, and I honestly think that in the next few weeks, he's going to continue to make plays and get open because we've seen him. He's able to, create separation a lot of the time. Very good when it comes to, short routes, intermediate routes, and we haven't even seen him come in and have, some crazy deep ball, which he did a lot in college. So there's still another aspect of his game that he can build on, and so I'm really excited to see what he does going forward. I drafted Doubs in my fantasy draft like round 14. The first 2 weeks, I was like, should I drop him for someone else? Luckily, I held on to him because it really seems like now with the injuries here at wide receiver, Doubs could continue to get targeted by Rodgers because he's going to be, one of the top options here, who I think is maybe one of the most talented, if not the most talented wide receiver now on this Packers roster. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen these next few weeks, and we'll get to see if he can build on this solid performance in his first 3 games of the season. And then to finish off here, among rookies drafted in the 4th round or later, that receiving yards mark has only been matched by 7 players in NFL history. Only 3 players have hit 776 receiving yards as late-round rookies since 1987. Colston, Mike Williams, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Only St. Brown can match 79 receptions, 82 in his rookie season among late-round picks over that time span, but St. Brown also only had 4 touchdown receptions in 2021. In NFL history, only 8 players selected in any round have matched at least 79 receptions, 776 yards, and 6 receiving touchdowns in their rookie seasons. Keith Jackson, Terry Glenn, Anquan Baldwin, Michael Clayton, Odell Beckham, Michael Thomas, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase. Among those 8 players, 6 of them were drafted in the first 22 picks of their respective drafts, and all of them were selected in the first 2 rounds of the draft. So that's basically the mark if he keeps up what he's done so far, which could definitely happen if the Packers decide to keep him in there even when Sammy Watkins returns and he keeps those, snaps coming because he's getting open and Rodgers is getting him the ball. So it seems like Romeo Doubs is a massive steal, 4th rounder. It's crazy that he lasted that long, just sort of looking at his production now and how good he's been. So we'll see if he can keep it up. But that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.